how much weight do you need? That's a good question. I've got my gear here. I was playing around with it the other day and I was figuring out how little lead could I put on and descend. You don't wear lead so that you sink. You wear lead so that you can. So, to be able to sink, that means if you empty all the air out of your jacket, and I dump it all, and I don't have any air trapped in my wetsuit or my hood, and I really don't have any air in my lungs because I've exhaled with an almost empty tank, because it's a full tank at the surface and I'm just perfectly weighted, so I can just sink with a full heavy tank. When I use all the air up, I'm a cork coming back, so might be a problem with the safety stop. So with an almost empty tank, and I purposely have a partially empty one from yesterday's dive, how much lead do I want? Good question. One rule of thumb is you can look into your logbooks and see how much weight did you use. So I always record how much weight I used. 16 pounds. Flat rock reef. That's in the Bahamas at night on Blackbeard's cruises. It's salt water. Salt is more buoyant. I need more weight than, say, in Lake Simcoe, Centennial Park Ferry. Ooh, gained a lot of weight there, 24 pounds. Yeah, but I was wearing a two-piece 7mm wetsuit, so 14mm of neoprene on my core. Here I'm wearing 5. So, I'm probably going to be wearing something like 24 pounds in Lake Simcoe, but I was working there and helping out. I was actually overweighted so I could stay down, and if a diver's running away from me, I've got enough lead so I can grab them and not have me pull to the surface. So what do I really need? Well, I was really pushing it. I got down to 14 pounds. I got down to 12 pounds on July 15th. Did another dive, and I found out I could go down to 10 pounds. I've been able to cut off 4 pounds of what I was working with as a dive master. I wonder how much weight I can take out of my two-piece 7mm wetsuit. So, 24 pounds. Maybe I can get up to 4 pounds out of my BCD or my weight belt. That would be nice. So, how do I get rid of 4 pounds? Well, you look at my weight belt and you're saying that's 6. How are you going to do that? You look like you're going to add weight. Now, actually, it is 10 pounds. Those are little 2-pound shot packs that I throw in my jacket. First, you look at what you actually are carrying and where you want to put your weights. Well, right now, I've got 10 pounds. I've got 2 5-pound bean bags that's in a weight pocket. So I could put them into my jacket, and I'd really just have to really put 2 10-pound lots in here. What are my choices? Well, I could put set up my weighting? Well, good question. I've got a jacket or a BCD, a buoyancy control device that's got pockets that put in weight pouches. They're slick little rigs. They just stuff in with a quick connect clip. I've got my weight. I've got little trim pouches here on the back with a little Velcro log. I can stuff a couple of pounds in here, one on each side, nice and balanced. Now, there's a couple of things we want to think about though. I'm going to be diving with somewhere between 20 and maybe 24 pounds of weight. if I stuff it all into here, and I can, that'll take 10. My little friend here will take 10. I can stuff 20 pounds right there. 24 pounds, each of those are 2. The problem with that, though, is while I'm not wearing a weight belt, my tank and jacket is pretty damn heavy because every single piece of lead I'm wearing is on that. That's a pain in the rear end to lift, and I risk putting my back out. The other thing is, I want to put 10 pounds in here. How am I going to do it? That's a 5. It's like a jigsaw puzzle or a math puzzle. Not 5, that's 3 and 2. So if I can stuff all this in here, I probably actually could take 24 pounds on the pouches, but then it's getting heavy. Will it even fit? Let's find out. Sometimes, you know what gear does? You've got to play with it. This says that it can take 10 pounds maximum. Not quite sure how you manage to stuff it in and get it to close. Someone was actually telling me that they basically, I don't know, maybe we're a little bit liberal with the truth, but you just definitely couldn't put that amount in. They might actually be right. So if that won't fit, and I don't want to have it all on my weight belt, or rather in my jacket, I'm going to have a weight belt. So what do I want to do? Well, part of me thinks, that's nice. That's nice. So 10. How do I want 24? Oh, let's look. Each of those are 3. 3, 6, 12, 22. 22. I'm going to try 20 first to see if I can actually sink. So I want to get 1 pound off of each of these. So basically, instead of putting these on there, I'm going to put my little silver friends on there. Now, how do we do that? Good question. I'm going to show you how to take a weight belt.